Yo, what's up guys, this is Happy No with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, this time with the core Elementalist. Of course DPS, Fresh Air, Scepter Focus. And yeah, I probably have not the best comp to play this build, but therefore I will still just try and give my best by keeping the distance and to force the enemies to fight me on a long range. Yeah, I also wanted to mention it before I start this video that I will also make a Weaver build, so be prepared for that. I'm not like the best Weaver, but I will still try to make one. And on this build it's like air, water and arcane. It is like a mix of being annoying and DPS with minor healing to yourself. It's just all around dealing damage and keep on moving, I will say. It's of course based on your air attunement, that's why it's also fresh air, and you will have a lot of fury and might stacking where you can deal a lot of damage to enemies by that. Now it is in favor against reapers, but the problem here will be the revenant, the mesmer and probably the thief if it's a good thief. So what I need to do is just keep with my team. I have one lifesaver which is on earth, the 4 and 5, so I just need to keep with my team. If they see me that I'm core elementalist, I will be getting wrecked because Weaver has a lot of survivability, which you should not have if you play this build. And so I'm just starting here. I just start here, and now I need to wait, and I can stun him now. He just avoided that pretty nicely. And we can just use a little bit of my skills to heal myself up, and I have max HP again. Going to my air, getting my swiftness up, and now we just can just attack this guy here a little bit, and now I can just already activate all my attacks. Trying to get this guy, and I'm getting him. I do this one, blocking a little bit of the attacks. I can try to stun this guy. I'm stunning him. And now we can go for the next guy, but my team is not there to support me. I have to keep the distance here because of the revenant, and the other guys should be not such a big problem. So now I need to be careful. I have no port. And now we can stun him one more time. Easy finishing off, cleaving this guy. And now we can just try and support my ally here with a fast revive. Oh shit. And now we can just try and stun this guy now. Was I able to stun him? Yes. He will probably use his healing now. Okay, he just used it. I go with my air attacks. And now so he can't stun me, I will just do this. Easy going on, guys. This is the power of a core elementalist. Fresh air is like just if the enemy knows you are really wrecked, because they can do a lot to you, but if you can keep the distance and if you don't get focused, enemies will have a hard time.
They took the henge.
Okay. It should not be my goal here to cap the point, but my mesmer just seemed to die in far. My goal will just be to try and stay safe from the distance. So when an enemy comes over here, I let him maybe decap the point, but I will just burst here on top. And so just that I have a view, this guy won't be able to port up here, so I just gonna attack him here. I can do this, unblockable attack. Okay, I will let him get the cap. I don't need to stress myself. We can do this. I can just try to auto attack him, and now he will be on his sword. And now I can just try to stun him. Okay. That's unfortunate. I just failed that a little bit. He just got me there really badly. And my goal is just to keep the distance here from this guy. Oh, he would have got me there. I failed a little bit. Thank you for the healing. And here we go next. What do I get? Oh shit, I have nothing left there. Oh shit. If I would have had my earth form up, I would have been able to survive this. Can they finish down? No. They can't finish. They are too slow. They should have finished this guy, but I have no one to chase him down. That's bad. Here I failed, but you saw a little bit the potential. If I would have made it a little bit better, keep the distance from the Revenant, I would have been able to win this. But Revenant is still a hard thing to counter because they have also a lot of mobility. So it's hard against them to really get something going on. I should have worked with my blind a little bit better, and Obsidian Flash only used that at the last moments, but never mind. It's just to demonstrate you the fresh air, of course. It's not that I'm like the best Elementalist player ever. As you can see, this guy, it's a ranked arena game off season, so don't expect like a lot from my allies and from the enemies, because they won't be the best players, and me as well. Okay, and now we can just try to stun this guy. He's blocking, which is okay. I can stun him. And now I need to leave because I have not so much Condi cleanse. Okay. Can I just attack this guy? I'm not able to attack him for whatever reason. I need to use a little bit of my skills here to heal myself up. Granting myself some might. And now I can rejoin the fight again. Maybe not yet. I need to keep the distance. My allies are all on the beast, which for whatever reason I'm not understanding, but never mind. I'm just decapping the point here. Yeah. I don't know why I don't seem to have like the smartest player, but at least they are getting something going on. And now I will force someone of them to go back and go mid for myself. Because it's not so good that I do only once. Or let's try again against this guy. The first move from me will be to just stun this guy. Easy dodging that. And now do this. OMG. Shit, he has me. Yeah. I don't want the Reaper to join me here. That's bad. I should have gone mid. But I could have done a really nice combo on this guy when I stunned him with my fire attunement. Oh shit. I failed my jump. Never mind.
The keep is yours.
They haven't capped the point, so he has to go back. What is he doing? What is this guy doing? He seems not to be like the smartest player as well. Okay, so my team has the advantage because there are more players and they had a kill. And the enemies just killed me, so it should be better. And the combo that you can do like a lot when you are alone, you can just do this, throw this out, grant yourself some might and some vigor, and keep the pace going on. Now I have to support this guy, or I don't know what else to do. Going like this, keeping the distance from this guy. I can't even stun him because he has like so much damage. I can't do anything against Reapers, man. I can just try and CC him, yeah. I can just try and CC him, CC him, CC him. I got this with a little bit of help. And I can just heal myself up with a few dodges. Oh my god, he got me. Heal me up? No. Thanks for the healing, mate. They will get the Reaper up, I guess. I hope not, but they might be getting it. Can I see this guy? I was not so able to see him. Now I can do this. I have no healing. Shit. It's a little bit dangerous, but my team is like... I don't know what to say. The Mesmer is like not even on this world. He's just running away from me. And the cleave was also not there. Now we have to regroup. I guess my my Holosmith is like the best player here in my team, but he seemed to be dead as well, which is actually really bad again. Now I have to try and get a good game going on, and therefore I just hide here a little bit, wait for the enemies to cross, and then I try to get a point there. Okay, this is like annoying because Reaper has also nice damage and nice healing. Yeah, I can't do anything there. I need to wait a little bit until I can get something going on there. Can I chill him from there? Okay. So I maybe am able to not get the decap, but a nice little blind there to him. Okay. He's also just hiding now, which is like the best that he can do there. Shit, no. I will die. I will die, yes. Ah, he just was like a lucky guy to hide there. What? I'm getting healed. I got healed for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, now this Mesmer has to finish this guy. Otherwise he's like really bad. He's not able. He got it. Nice, nice. Okay, we will lose this game probably, but yeah. Oh shit. My ally is now AFKing for whatever reason. We can turn the game, but if this retard just AFKing, it's... You know, guys, don't give up. Look at this. If he would have not AFK'd, we would have mid now as well. Yeah, now it's done. Yep. I should have gone to my earth form, but the game is done anyways. This is stupid, guys. Don't give up. We could have got this game. I would say it was still a success for myself because you were a little bit able to see what you can do as a fresh air. I still recommend, and I do that like a lot, but I still really recommend that if you can, try to get a nice teammate which plays a support and just duo queue with him if you want to be successful. If you have a duo queue partner, you will just be free to do whatever you like and deal like a lot of damage there. Do this. Blocking all incoming damage bursts. Okay. The game is lost, but never mind. Let's watch my statistic. Yeah, I have a lot of deaths because I just... Yeah, twice, of course, I did really bad. And yeah. Damage and healing, I mean, the stats are not like the best, but you can still see it. You are effective in the mid-range, I would say. Because you can keep the distance to the enemy and just burst down. Be annoying with your blinds. If you know how to match your blinds, for example, I saw the Necro had a sigil activation and I was just blinding it before he was able to even use it. And that's what you can just always do. And for example here, this guy, you can just go ahead and dodge an attack from him and then just go back to your water air, dodge that attack, try to blind him, you can go for another blind and just repeat this process over and over again. And you can see this what I'm doing. I'm just keep on moving, applying damage, dodging a little bit, and then just finishing off this guy. That's how it is. I would say it's not like better than a Weaver build, which without a doubt it's not, but for core players I still can recommend this because it's like a type to play. I used to try and get to figure out a healing build for the Elementalist as a core player, but I was not able to get like that what I wanted, because if they will bring back the rune that heals you on auto attack, heals allies with auto attacks, you can get a nice build as a core Elementalist, but otherwise it will not work. So my build relies on a lot of dodging and being annoying with mid-range, keeping the distance and DPSing the enemy. While you do that, you have here every 10 seconds a blind. on your earth form a blind, and then of course when you dodge with your air form you will also blind the enemies. I'm using Sigil of Energy because we need the dodges. The dodges will give us each on each attunement an effect which will be either damaging the enemy or healing yourself up, blinding the enemy, or just bleeding the enemy, something like that, bleeding and cripple. And Sigil of Courage to have a lot of might stacks, because we will have a lot of auto attacks and every 2 seconds we will grant ourselves might and therefore more power, because we are also rocking Rune of Strength. We don't need a lot of things here, because every time we swap the attunements we will grant ourselves some additional boons, which will be pretty nice. And every time we crit we can swap our attunements, and as you can see it here, when we swap we will have Fury here granted to ourselves, which is really nice. And with the Fury you have 75% critical hit chance, and you can see it here immediately 2400 attack. So it will be, your damage output will be decent, I would say. It's not like the highest, but decent enough. And you have also nice cleaving potential, which I will be showing on the golem here. I'm using air, water and arcane. One with air gains super speed when attuning to air. This has like no cooldown, so you will have always super speed when you turn to your air form, which will be like this. You can auto attack here. I need to wait again. Auto attack, do this, swap to my air, and you can see this, I have it. And now I can swap again and I have it again. Auto attack, swap this, auto attacking a little bit more, and now I can swap and I have my super speed up again. This is there to keep your movement stable, so you can just keep on moving while not staying on one point and distracting the enemy with that. And then Storm Soul, this should be removed, I guess. Deal increased damage to disabled foes, outgoing stun duration increased. Disable includes stun days. Now, right? No, this should be staying. I thought I will get also the shock aura, but I'm not getting with it. And yeah, they removed it completely, but therefore you will have a 10% damage increase when you stun an enemy. And you have only one stun, which is your Gale, but it's an unblockable stun for 3 seconds. So it's really powerful. It should not be used like for Revenants, but it is really powerful against other enemies. Like for example, Warrior who's blocking, you can just knock down and then just combo with your fire and get a nice burst of 6 to 10k if you have a lot of might stacks and if you crit. Fresh Air, of course the must-have, recharge air attunement on a critical hit, gain a ferocity boost when attuning to air. It's like the must-have to get perma air attunement up while auto attacking. On water, it's also there a little bit for Condi cleanse and some healing, and then of course to give you some damage boost, which you will have here. Vulnerability you inflict has increased duration, while attuned to water deal increased damage to vulnerable foes. And then we have here Aquamancer's Training, deal increased damage when your health is above the threshold. Water weapon skills gain reduced recharge. This is also there to have your stuns a little bit with a shorter cooldown, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Hey, I even forget Comet is also a stun, so you will have it twice here, the effect of Storm Soul, don't forget that. And then cleansing conditions from your allies, you grant regeneration to, you will grant your allies regeneration with the third attack. Yeah, I thought the second, but it's the third skill. And then on Arcane, I'm using renewing stamina. Every 10 seconds when we crit, we will get vigor, which allows us to dodge more often, and then lesser arcane shield, to have twice arcane shield to block some damage, to be able to burst safely enemies, and to have a second stun break, of course. And then flame burst, evasive arcane better said. It will give you each time an effect when you dodge, which is for example on water healing and condition removal, blind on the air attunement, and on the earth one cripple and bleeding when you chase someone, and of course a little bit of damage. Yeah, the build relies basically on dealing damage from the distance, as I said, and on keep on moving like this. You can just keep on moving, and you can even use a lot of skills here while you walk like this, as you can see it here. And you can even do this. You should not turn like a lot around, but you can still play a little bit with that. And now you can see it here. Your air 2, no, air 2, fire 2 deals like a lot of damage. And you can just combine that with your air combos again, and just keep on doing this over and over again. And you can see this blinding the enemy, a lot of blinds, a lot of damage. And then of course the reflection is also really nice against druids, against soul beasts better said, longbow players, projectile players. And you can be really deadly with that. Boom. You can see this, the damage output is just nice. As a recommendation, I recommend you to really go either for Tempest Healer or Weaver, because this build is like really hard to master and to maintain playing. And of course it is hard to be successful with it, because if enemies notice you are fresh air core player, they will focus you and you have a hard time. And yeah, the main tip that I can give you is just keep the distance. Keep the distance and keep on moving. That's like the must have here. Signet of Restoration is there to, yeah, keep yourself healed up. It's not like a lot, but while you keep on moving and blinding and keep on damaging the enemy, you will have your constant healing with that, so that's nice to use. Otherwise you have to go for Ether Renewal if you have a lot of Condi players, but it's also like shaky a little bit, and you should choose between those two, but Signet of Restoration is like the must have there. And then Arcane Shield, as I said, to block 3 attacks, and it's a nice stun break, which is either used for stun break or to block attacks or to safely stun an enemy. Lightning Flash for the mobility, which can get you out of a lot of difficult and dangerous situations, but I wish that they will implement a stun break here, which will be perfect for this build, but I doubt that they will do that. And then Arcane Blast is just like a damage booster, I would say. Otherwise, yeah, maybe you can even go with Armor of Earth to have some stability, which allows you to be safe and apply more damage while fighting. And otherwise, I don't know, there was like summon a less elemental based on your attunement. Yeah, something like this to deal more damage. Or Gleave create a storm based on your attunement. Firestorm, which can also like apply a lot of damage, but it has a too long cooldown. And then what is also cool, Conjure Frostbow or Conjure Flame Axe, which can be both used pretty hard to deal nice damage. But it's up to you how you can handle this. You have to learn the skills, but basically you can try this build like this, how it is. The number one thing to notice is Blinding Flash. You should not just spam this skill. Try to spam Lightning Strike, 5 seconds cooldown, nice damage. But Blinding Flash to block attacks, and then on your Earth form you can also blind with this attack, and then Magnetic Wave and Obsidian Flash have to be used really careful. On your Fire, try whenever you can to use the 2, because it is like the most heavy hitting attack there, and it's basically most likely used in combination with the stun here from your Air 5, which is like this, and then you can go with the stun. It will hit the enemy if he's not dodging, and then just, yeah, do this slowly, damage poking, let the enemy spam his skills, let him waste his healing skill while you keep on moving and keep your HP up like that. There's not much to say, it's like a really squishy build, but it is also a solid DPS build, so it's up to you. Give it a try. I enjoy playing it, even though I'm not such a big fan because it lacks like a lot on survivability on many situations, but if you once master this build you will have a lot of fun. And now guys, I end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in-game or under this video, and of course a Weaver build will be coming soon. I have to practice a little bit more, but I will do one build for that. And now, as always, you will see 3 of my other videos, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel only if you like to. If not, don't do it. That was Happy No with the Fresh Air Elementalist and with another core build. Thanks all for watching. I see you on my next videos. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye all.